Have you ever thought, I wish this website would change this one little thing? Like, why isn't YouTube more papaya whipped? Why isn't Twitter called Twitter anymore? Why is it so hard to stay focused all day? All of your wildest website dreams can come true. This is my app called Sprinkles. It's a Mac app and a browser extension for all browsers. And get it while it lasts, because it might die soon. I hope not, but let's check it out. So maybe you're already familiar with the term user scripts. Well, Sprinkles is sort of kind of basically that. Just more portable, more fancy, a little bit nicer, I think. So it lives in your menu bar as this little tiny donut. Cute. And basically it's a bunch of scripts in a directory that you choose, so you can keep it in your dot files or sync it with iCloud or whatever you want. And let me show you a few examples. This website, for example, used to be so nice. Let's make it nice again. So we'll open up x.com.css and maybe do like hide this thing. All right. Then we put this thing in instead. Oh, nice little bird. And maybe let's clean up the sidebar. Like that. And maybe the other sidebar as well. So much better. Of course, with CSS you can only do so much. So for the more advanced stuff, we'll use JavaScript. For example, back on PapayaTube, I have a spine made of jelly, so if I don't keep tabs on my tabs, I can quickly lose all the focus that I had. So I open up youtube.com.js and I wrote this little thing. And so now when I go to YouTube between 9 and 3 p.m., I get greeted with this little greeting from my past self. And of course I can still get to the video, but I have to disappoint myself 6 times before I get to the good stuff. Like, I wasn't lying when I said that Sprinkles could fix your life. Okay, so we fixed 2 websites, but how many websites are there? I don't know, like hundreds. How can we fix them all at once? That's what global.js is for. Here's my global.js. You know how you can scroll a whole page by pressing your spacebar? I mean, that's just disorienting. Like, no one can follow what's going on. I know something better, and that's scrolling by half a page. And so I've written this little thing that when I press Control D, I scroll by half a page. That's the perfect length to scroll. Control U is the other way. And have you ever been on a page where like some pretentious idiot has chosen some kind of a designer font for his like pretty little website? I've made an escape hatch for myself. So when I press Control Option S, it changes it to the font Enter. Thank you, Rasmus, for saving us all. And I'm currently trying to switch back from using Arc to using Savaya again, but I missed the shortcut to copy the URL of the current page. So I built that as well as a sprinkle. It's just Command Control C. There's even a little check mark. Wow. And it copies the URL of the current page. Like, the point isn't that these are technical breakthroughs or anything. The point is that like this was so easy. It's just a little bit of JavaScript and it fixes every web page. So here's a little bit of a deep dive for the nerds. As I said, Sprinkles runs a tiny little tiny web server on your computer in the background, and it's running this site called localhost 3133 with HTTPS notably, and that's why it helps you set up some certificates when you install it. And so when you visit x.com, for example, the extension asks this web server for the file s/x.com.js. And in this file is all of global.js, global.css, x.com.js, x.com.css, all in one go, injected by the extension into the page. And that's basically it. And perhaps worth it to note that I didn't invent this. I got the idea from Defunct, who was the founding CEO of GitHub. And he made it as an extension with like a small Ruby backend. Then I first copied it as a strictly JS project. I called it Joof, but that was a bad name. So I renamed it to Sprinkles, and now it has a nice website with the cutest illustrations ever. At one point, I was building a like snippets website community thing for it, where you could share snippets with others. But yeah, eventually I closed it all down, and now Sprinkles is mainly just existing to fit my own needs, like all my other apps, I guess. And you get it on the App Store. So click this button, and here it is. It is free, and it is also open source, of course, like the other apps. I don't know. Maybe I should make money at some point. Not yet. So, why did I mention that it's dying? It is not because it isn't useful. Like, I use it and rely on it, and I love it, and I fear the day where it's going away. But it uses an old, soon to be deprecated version of web extensions called V2, Manifest V2, and that has been in the process of being phased out for a few years now. Chrome has started showing a warning and auto-disabling extensions that use V2. So I need to move to V3, but it used to be that there was no way to load user-supplied JS in V3. Like, they took away eval. How can they take our little boy? For the normies, it's probably better that extensions can't run JavaScript that hasn't gone through the review process as other parts of extensions have, I guess. But to me, as a nerd, it feels a little bit overprotective. Like, I sort of know what I'm doing. At least somewhat. At least I know that if I'm stepping in poop, it's my own poop. And I just want to step in my own poop. Can you please just let me step in my own poop if I want to? But maybe there's light at the end of the poop, I guess. Because I just discovered while making this video that there has since been released a user scripts API to the V3 manifest, meaning that maybe there's hope. I don't know, I'll have to try, but I hope that it works. And until then, let's make every website more papaya whipped. Like all my other macOS apps, Sprinkles is, like I said, free. It's on the App Store because it has an extension. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother with the App Store. It's just like one big hassle, but it has to go through there when there's an extension. So it is. And it's also open source, so if you want to contribute, you could do that. It's free, like I said. So if you want to pay me for it, if you like it, if you want to say thank you for this app or the others, I take payment in likes on this video, GitHub stars, and maybe a subscription button click. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you.